Hey there, it's Whitney with messengerofspirit.com, and today we're going to be talking about 3 signs that your spirit guides want to talk with you. So let's dive right into it. So our spirit guides are wonderful, helpful spirits that really work with us to create our life path, to help guide us. Our spirit guides guide, they teach, and they protect us as well. And they have messages for us so that we can intuit them through our intuition, which is why it's so important to develop our intuition. We really need that beautiful tool so that we're understanding the spiritual guidance we're receiving. And as we're moving forward in our path, our spirit guides are like, hey, can you really pay attention to this, please? It's really important. And our spirit guides mainly help us through big types of things or with big types of things, but sometimes they can help us with smaller things. Let's say you have a big meeting and you forgot a really important thing. Your spirit guides usually say, hey, don't forget this thing. So you want to make sure you're in alignment and that you are in tune with them, right? One of the signs, though, that your spirit guides are trying to get a message to you and you're not listening is when you get those little ringings in your ear. So they usually happen when you're having a conversation with somebody or a thought that pops in and you hear a ringing in your ear and you're like, oh, that's interesting, but I don't understand anything you're saying. And so in that moment, you know that it's going to be important for you to develop your clairaudience. Now, this is all making sure that all your physical stuff is checked out okay. But when I'm talking to somebody and there's something really important that Spirit wants to make sure I listen to, perhaps in that person's conversation, or if I'm just thinking about something and they want to emphasize it, sometimes I'll hear a high-pitched sound in my ear. And I know that they want me to highlight that. So I stop because I must be blocking it. And I clear my mind and I just allow for Spirit to give me whatever is coming through in that moment. And that is a sign that your spirit guides are saying, hey, we're here. Now, another sign that your spirit guides really want to talk with you is when you dream about them or you have recurring dreams, or right before you wake up, or right when you fall asleep, or right after, like you're in that in-between phase, you might hear your name being called. And so that is an indication that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. Most of the time, we will be in the astral plane, which for now we'll just say is dreaming. And you may be learning certain lessons. You might find yourself in a classroom. You might find yourself talking to somebody that you really just felt was so familiar, but you weren't sure who they were. That's your spirit guide coming in. Now, that's just saying if you remember your dreams and you remember your astral visits, but that is definitely a sign that they're trying to get through to you in some form or fashion. And the same happens when we also see loved ones in spirit as well. This is a sign that it's time for you to develop your intuition, and your spirit guides are trying to get the message across, which is really, really important. Another sign that your spirit guides want to talk with you is kind of counterintuitive, but it's when you feel blocked. So if you feel like, why can't I get this to go through? Or why do I keep getting no's? Or why is this not working? Well, probably because you haven't chatted with your spirit guides, or you haven't been open enough to actually receive their messages. And they actually are saying to you, please listen to us and stop going down that same path. Stop trying to open up those same doors because it ain't working. And so your spirit guides want to talk with you so that you can stop banging your head against the wall and move forward on the path of least resistance is what I would say. So your spirit guides actually do want to share with you. And sometimes I hear, well, Whitney, I say that I'm talking to them, but I just feel like I'm getting a different message. Well, then I would say, is your mind clear? Because that is really essential and important to be open to receive their messages. And sometimes we don't really want to know what they're going to tell us because our ego, our own mind, we want so badly for something to happen. We see it, we visualize it. We're like, this is going to be a yes. And your spirit guides might say, but you're not listening to us on the timing, or you're not listening to us because there's a better opportunity over here. So make sure you're actually listening to them. But if you find that you keep getting no's, or you're just feeling like you're spinning your wheels, please know that's a sign that you need to start talking with them and they want to talk with you. So I hope that helped you understand the 3 signs, that it's really important to talk with your guides and that they want to talk with you. And if you're interested in learning more about how to develop your own special intuitive language, or to find out really what your intuitive language most of the time is, I'd love for you to check out my free quiz. You can go to messengerofspirit.com/quiz.